Close your eyes.
I am fully open and present in the moment to receive any guidance that speaks to my soul. I will be honest and authentic with myself, facing the truth that my body, my intuition, is guiding me as either confirmation or a nudge for healing. I am prepared to wholeheartedly start or continue on my journey to self-discovery and healing. Hello everyone, welcome to Willow and the Roots. It's Michelle here and I have another reading for you. Today's reading we're going to be looking at your spiritual gifts. Now we're going to see which gift is the most powerful at this point and how you're meant to use it. So it could be where you're meant to be using this gift that is more dominant at this point for personal use, right? So to develop it or to really use it to work through some of your shadow, right? Working on soul development, personal development, etc. Or you're meant to be using it to be of service, right? So that is to help others in the collective, where you're either planning on starting a spiritual business or doing this on the side. It's up to you. So we have three options here to choose from. Option one is card number 7, the Bee Spirit, and it says sweet results awaits. Option 2 is card number 17, Crow Spirit, and it says co-create with Spirit. And option 3 is card number 67, Wolf Spirit, and it says turn knowledge into wisdom. So we have option 1, which is the Bee Spirit, option 2, which is the Crow Spirit, and option 3, which is the Wolf Spirit. Now you can pause the video, choose a card, let's get to it. Hello, option 1. For those of you who selected card number 7, Bee Spirit, here's your reading. So it says here, sweet results awaits, right? And it's card number 7, which is the number of the divine. Now, when it comes to bees, this is actually working in a group, a community, right? So this is telling me that with your spiritual gifts, you're meant to be amongst your soul family or people who get you, people who are on a similar mission to yourself. Right, so that could be where you're around people who are there to give you support and guidance and for you to learn and develop from their guidance, or you're meant to be working together as a collective to help humanity on a grander scale, right? It's like you have a role. Everyone has a role in this community, and it's like everyone knows exactly what they need to do and they're at the best of their abilities and they're able to help another soldier, a spiritual soldier I'm hearing, if they're experiencing difficulties or trouble on the path. Everyone is, it's like inclusive. Everyone helps each other out, but everyone knows exactly what role they're meant to play, right? What they're meant to do. But this is giving me like networking and starting to connect with the spiritual community on a grander scale. This is working alongside spirit, but I'm also getting like a personal feeling as well. Now we're going to see exactly what gifts are more dominant, but this is definitely screaming working with others, right? Partnerships, large groups. Okay. It's also saying that if you are, it will be good if you are a spiritualist who is very solitary at this point. It is saying for you to step out there and start networking or interacting with others in the spiritual community. Get a feel of who resonates with you, who you feel gets you, right? Or you feel comfortable with. Start building friendships. Yeah, it's really saying that you're stronger as a unit. You're more than capable of working on your own, but you're much stronger as a unit. Right, let's get some tarot here. So let's see what spiritual gift is more dominant at this time. Now, this is not saying that you don't have strengths in other areas or other gifts. It's the one that is more heightened at this point that you're meant to be using, whether it be developing it further or again, helping those in need with your gifts. But we're going to see if it's up on a personal level or you're meant to be more public with your gifts and helping those. Okay, so we have here the Eight of Pentacles. Oops. Okay, excellent. So this is showing me work here. You have Temperance. Okay, this is making sense. We have here the Knight of Pentacles. All right, so for this pile, it's definitely work, right? So this is actually being more public with your spiritual gifts, helping humanity, helping the collective. We also have Temperance, and it is saying that it's more dominant where you're meant to be more public with your gifts, but it's saying that have a balance between working on yourself and working on the collective, right? So it's meant to be personal and public as well, these gifts, or how you're meant to use it. Now with Temperance, Temperance is actually the healer, right? The healer, the spiritual healer. We're tapping into more counseling energy. We also have here with Pentacles, for me, that whole grounding energy, there's an element of mediumship as well when it comes to Pentacles. So it's actually developing your mediumship abilities. That's what this is saying. With the Knight of Pentacles, it's learning, developing, and mastering your craft, no matter how long it takes. And with the Eight of Pentacles, is actually putting in the effort, making the effort to developing this skill. So the spiritual gifts that's actually, or the spiritual gift that is more dominant right now is actually you developing your mediumship abilities, right? You're working on that. And it's advised for you to actually either take a course with the bee spirit. It's like getting support from others, right? So it could be a course, it could be someone who is a seasoned medium, psychic medium, who can help you. But it is definitely saying that you're developing it. You should be developing your mediumship abilities, practicing on yourself to connect with spirits, and practicing doing the course. But also this is giving me like practicing on friends and families to develop that skill, to feel more confident. What your role in doing this is actually to make people feel balanced, right, and comfortable. I'm seeing someone being like soothed, like their back is being rubbed. So the guidance that you're giving is going to allow people to feel more at calm and at ease when it comes to death and their future, like the unexpected. I'm hearing the unexplained, right? So it's going to make them feel more soothed and comfortable, because you'll be able to connect with loved ones. But it's saying that it's definitely a gift that you need to take your time with. Try not to rush it, right? And the key thing here is you learning how to balance your emotions. So balance what is your feelings and what is actually the guidance that you are receiving from the spirit, right? So it's learning how to separate the two. So you're learning a lot at this point, right? Learning about your own feelings, and grounding them, learning how to be in a state of trance or channeling, right? And when to step away from that and have time for yourself. So this is all about discipline as well, self-discipline, and building up to becoming like a seasoned medium. This is something that you could be exercising right now. With the cups energy with temperance, there is clairsentient energy as well. So that's another gift that you have. It's giving me like new to intermediate vibe here with the spiritual gifts. We definitely have mediumships and clairsentient, and that's actually the clairsentient, with this being a major arcana, the temperance, that's actually your strongest gift. That's actually your strongest gift if you're not aware. But it is advised for you to develop the mediumship because you can do it. Yeah, we have the spiral here. So this is like channeling as well. You have your own unique approach when it comes to practicing your craft, your gifts. You have a unique approach. And this is saying to not necessarily look at others and feel and start judging yourself. This is embracing it. Just your unique approach to connecting with spirit, right? And divining. You have your own unique approach. But this is definitely a personal and a public gift. It's actually personal, which will lead to public because you're developing it. That's gorgeous, guys. But truly consider connecting with others, networking, because you're going to learn a lot from them. Okay, I'm going to add some connector cards. All right? I'm going to add some connector cards. With the Knight of Pentacles as well, it's like he's looking at this coin. Oops. Yeah, he's looking at this coin, studying it. So it might be something that you've just realized that you could do. So someone might have brought it to your attention that you can actually look into mediumship. And there's a level of really? You're actually amazed that you can do mediumship? Like that's a gift that you have? And there's an energy of, should I develop this? Should I really develop this? I'm quite happy with being able to pick up on feeling energy. But do I really want to be seeing and communicating with dead people? Okay, let's get some clarifying cards. That's for someone. Okay, can I have a card for Knight of Pentacles? Okay, we have Judgment. Yeah, there you go. It's like, can I do this? And it's also how mediums are seen as like quite bizarre people, right? And there's a bit of uncertainty here, but you're being called to actually develop this ability, this gift, with support. Temperance, please. You're being called to. We have here the Eight of Wands. Yeah, you can pick up energy like that. You're very quick in with tapping into the energetic field of others. Very quick. This gift here of clairsentience is very powerful. It's very seasoned, right? Very seasoned. This is now the next step with the mediumship. The next step to having a more broader spiritual or psychic awareness. Eight of Pentacles. You can actually develop these gifts to the point where you can earn from it as well. You can make a living from it. Okay, Eight of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Yes. So you are someone where you are straight to the point when it comes to what the guidance that you are receiving, or it's calling for you to be very shrewd when you're starting to work as a psychic medium or just a spiritual advisor, or even this is even giving me like shamanic energy. So someone that the soul retrieval, and also with medicine, making up little remedies to help people as well. But it's saying to be very shrewd. For someone, it's like you don't want to work doing this. You don't want to be have a spiritual business. You don't want that, not even as a hobby. That's not your thing. It's just more you have these abilities, and it's like right now it's like, what do I do with it? Yeah, look at that. That just came out. Three of Swords. Three of Swords, the Moon, and the Queen of Wands. Wow, it's afraid of being, yeah. You don't want to be judged. You don't want to be seen as someone that is, because there is a stereotype when it comes to spiritualists, and it's seen as them being delusional, mentally ill, etc. You don't want to be seen in that light, right? That's for some of you. So this is not something where you want to start a business doing. Some of you is just more for connecting with like-minded individuals, right? So doing it on a scale where you're in a community and you're working together to raise the vibration or do energy healing for the globe, for the collective. But individually, right? You don't want to be going out there starting business, a spiritual business, etc. Even though you have the ability to do so, it just doesn't appeal to you. And it's actually okay, right? Because you don't, if it is not something that touches your heart, you're going to be going around doing things heavy-heartedly. You're going to do it with a heavy heart. So if that is not your speed, don't entertain it. If you are meant to use your gifts to help an individual, then Spirit will guide you to do so, right? As and when needed. That could be someone is down, someone you know is going through some type of hardship. Spirit is going to put you on their path, and you're going to be able to channel the guidance to them that they need to improve their situation. So it's more on that level, and that is okay. That is absolutely okay. Not everyone with incredible and powerful gifts have to go out there and be have a spiritual business. It has to be something that you desire, you like, you want to do. You see yourself doing it, and it's not hard work, not taxing on your heart. Okay, let's get some guidance. I'm going to be using the Healing Heart Oracle by Danny Duarte. May I have guidance for option 1, please? One card. Wow, beautiful. So we have here, this is a medicine card. Okay, I don't know if you can see it. Right. So it says intelligence, question, fearlessness. And the essential oil recommendation is ginger, the crystal green calcite, and the botanical jacaranda. Jacaranda. Never heard of that. Now the tonal energy is card number 16. Right, that reduces to 7, and it ties in with card number 7 with the bee. So there is a strong need for you to connect with like-minded individuals. This is the card of the warrior, and it says, I am a fearless warrior and rely on the divine intelligence. And we have the warrior symbol here. So you're in this warrior energy where you are one of the spiritual soldiers, right? You're out there to fight for spiritual truth, using your gifts with like-minded individuals to create a strong unit, right? A strong energetic force to shed and spread light, divine energy to the collective, or out into the world, to the collective, to humanity. That's what you're here to do. A spiritual warrior. One of the many brave beings here to help the collective, to help us all to see the light, to see the light within ourselves, to see the light with source, and to know that there's more beyond. It doesn't just stop. To see our greatness. But you are here to definitely network. So get out there and connect with the spiritual community, right? Okay, so I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, press the notification bell. I'm also offering live Zoom readings. Information on that will be in the description box below. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, option 2. For those of you who selected the second card, card number 17, Crow Spirit. Here's your reading. Now it says co-create with spirit. Wow. So we have here immediately channeling. With the bird energy, that's air energy, and that's all about communication. So right off the bat, this is telling me clairaudience. That is a very, very strong gift that you have. Right? Channeling and clairaudience, but clairaudience more so. But you're meant to be receiving guidance from spirit to share with anyone that crosses your path, right? So spirit is going to connect you with those who need to hear the guidance. So this is not necessarily you out there running and grabbing people and divining for them or sharing this guidance. It's actually they will come to you. Right? Or spirit will put them on your path. Gorgeous. Okay, let's get some tarot. Okay, so we have here 5 of Wands. Okay. I'm seeing a little bit of reluctance here. Okay. We have here Queen of Wands. So we're going to see what your strongest gifts are at this moment. So we know clairaudience and channeling, right? We have the Queen of Wands. So we have energy and 5 of Wands. One more card, please. Thank you. 3 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. Queen of Swords on the bottom. Right, so this is showing me that you have a lot of Wands energy. So Wands for me is energy. So this is energy healing, right? It's quite intense. So with the Wands energy or the fire energy, for me, that's all about divine spark. So Wands represent like the spark of life. The Big Bang, right? So it's some type of energetic force that created something, just combined and connect substance, right? I hope that makes sense. But it's the spark of life. So there is a intensity with your clairaudience and channeling gifts. So that is very dominant. With the Queen of Wands, it's like you are meant to not fall under pressure from people who claim to not agree with things that you're sharing with them, the guidance, or criticizing you, saying that, well, you don't have any gifts or what have you, because you're going to have lots of people who are like that. Now, they're saying that you are your own person and you're meant to walk with your head held high and just get on with what you need to get on with, because you are working with spirit. Okay? You need to get on with what you need to get on with. This is complete leader energy here. And it's saying, please do not pay any haters. I hate using that word. Please don't pay any mind to these people, because they're trying to... Okay, so what I'm hearing is they're spending time trying to drag you down when they should be using their gifts, right, to be helping others out there. So they're not focusing on what they need to do. So you just focus on your stuff, your purpose, right? It's actually connecting with others. So you do have people who are here to support you, people who actually are benefiting from your guidance. So it depends on the capacity of that. So you could be someone where you have a spiritual business or you do this as a hobby. There's people who are actually benefiting from what your gift, it's helping them, and they're willing to pay you. So you should be compensated for this gift, especially with the Three of Pentacles. That's what it is. It's like you're very skilled at this craft, and there's people who are impressed and people who are feeling inadequate because you are sure of your gift. You're very comfortable with your gift, and that you are probably seeing gains or should be receiving gains for your gift. But this is feeling heavily that these people really need to stay in their lane and focus on their own gifts, developing it, and also earning from it. Because it's a waste of time where they're looking at you and what you're doing and trying to bring you down. That's completely ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's actually quite stupid. And I said it, guys. Stupid. It's very dumb. Very, very idiotic. And what is the point? And I know Spirit is going to be upset with me for saying that, but it's like, focus on what you have. Not everyone is going to have the full Monty of gifts. Everything. That is a small percentage. And actually, just think about it. If you had everything, what kind of life would you have? What kind of life would you have? Gifts, spiritual gifts, is not only emotionally and mentally draining, it is also physically draining. And there's a lot of spiritualists out there, really powerful spiritualists, who fall ill, very, very ill. So, because when you're dealing with that power, that intensity, it's just on another level. Our little bodies sometimes can't handle it. So that's why there is an importance to have maintenance, taking time out to kind of regroup, eating incredibly healthy, exercising, having moments of stillness. It is important to have those, because this is not a joke. This is not something where you can keep doing it without any type of break to center yourself. Because your body, it's energy that is flowing through you from a higher frequency, a higher dimension. So these people here, that's what they need to realize. If you know someone in this energy, please let them watch this video and tell them this option 2, they need to go check out. Right? This is not you. This is for anyone that's in this energy, the Five of Wands energy, wanting to fight, competing, trying to bring someone down because they feel inadequate. It's also that some people don't focus on their gifts, and they're trying to develop prematurely gifts that other people have. You're meant to develop and master the gift that is presented to you at this time, and then Spirit will bless you with another if Spirit feels that you can handle it. But anyway, that's completely for someone else, not you. Right, so you're on this energy where you're meant to do your own thing. You're very, very powerful with clairaudience and channeling, right? Consider, if you have not, if you're not doing it, right, sharing your gifts with others. You will have, I'm hearing, a following for the Three of Pentacles. People will actually appreciate your talent. I'm hearing they'll appreciate your talent. Yeah, this is more exterior, extrovert energy here with the Queen of Wands. You can also dabble into herbal medicine as well, right? Botanical medicine, and it's not only like, again, herbs for a particular ailment. It could be like sprays for connecting with the ancestors, or oils to use before you divine. It's just doing things like that. So tapping into working with those type of botanicals or items from the earth. Actually using it before you divine, you do your spiritual work. That's what this is calling for protection. And having a staff I'm hearing calling down protection from the ancestors and source. So it's important. But you do have people who are jealous and upset about your gifts, and people who are supportive and willing to pay for it. You will know. But definitely continue with your fabulous self, right? Okay, let's get some clarity. I'm going to clarify this. 17 reducing to 8. So 8 is the number of abundance. So we have the potential here, guys. Okay, may I have a card for the 5 of Wands? Yeah, look at that. Ace of Wands. You have a lot of Wands energy, so you are very powerful. A lot of energy. So they might try to discourage you if these are people that are around you who are also doing spiritual work, but they're not too happy about your gifts. They see your potential. They're going to try to discourage you from actually starting a business or actually taking this seriously, right? Your spirituality more seriously, where you can be of service. They may try to discourage you, or they see that you are doing it and they're not happy about it. They might be trying to copy you, because they want to always be on top. They want to earn more than you. They want to. So be mindful of also what you share with others. I'll just fling out like that. Okay, let's see. Ooh, the lover. Ooh. We have here the Lovers and the King of Wands. So there is someone very special. Your counterpart here. For some of you, you are, again, can't stress it enough, very balanced when it comes to your gift, right? Very, very balanced, very skilled. It almost feels like it's second nature. And with the wands being, again, the spark of life, divine spark, it's like this is something that you were born with, right? This ability, this energetic force. So you can do healing, and we have another wand with the hand. So look into energy healing as well. I know there's so many different forms. Most people say Reiki because it's the most common, but there's quantum healing as well. But this is definitely saying that right now, with this being a lot of wands, and we have the Lovers, which is a major arcana, supporting this. Energy healing. Energy healing. You already have the clairaudience, you have the channeling ability. Now it's time to look into healing with your hands. Also speaking, there's like speaking things into existence as well. That's powerful. But you can dominate with this, because spirit is going to guide you in what and where needs to be healed on a person, or how to apply your healing gift. Because spirit is going to, I mean, your healing ability is going to be incredibly powerful, because spirit, it's a whole energy source in you, because you're working alongside spirit. It's definitely screaming energy healing, and very balanced, again, with the King of Wands and the Lovers. King and Queen of Wands and the Lovers. Very, very powerful and very balanced. Very strong at this time. But with the Lovers, it's saying it's up to you if you want to embark on this, you know, on energy healing. It's up to you. Right, see the bottom of the deck here, 10 of Pentacles. I mean, you can make generational wealth from this because of the support coming in. But it's up to you what you do with that. Wow. Whoops. Okay, I'm not taking those. Okay. May I have a card for the 3 of Pentacles? Did I just see that? Okay, we have the Page of Cups. I'm going to pull another one though. Yeah, they like your demeanor. So people who gravitate to you, they like your ideas, they like your approach, and they like your energy. There is something very pure and natural about you. And this also ties in where you were born with these gifts. with this Page of Cups here, you were born with these gifts. Right. So we have the Nine of Cups, and it came out like that. It was possibly gifts where you didn't understand, you weren't too happy about it, you might have felt weird, right? But gradually you're going to embrace it and appreciate it. This is also showing me with the Nine of Cups, it's the card of personal fulfillment. It's showing me that you're meant to be of service here. So public, because this is something that you were born with. But it's up to you if you want to also include energy healing. Everyone, they feel that you are approachable, non-judgmental. There's a sweet energy that they get. People who are healed by you or around you, they feel safe because there is no ego. Again, Ten of Pentacles popped up on the bottom again. Wow. All right, let's get some guidance. We're going to use the My Healing Oracle here. One card, please. The guidance you have for option 2. Thank you. So we have here the Queen of Air. Okay, let's see if you can see it. Yeah. And the self-reflection question is how to feel complete. Now, this is a question that you're meant to ask yourself, right? So what do I need to do to feel complete? And it ties in with the Nine of Cups here that's off at an angle. This is like being completely fulfilled and happy within yourself. How do you feel complete? What will make you feel happy when it comes to your spirituality? The tone number is 12, right? So we have here the waning moon as well. So this is things falling away. Air element with the feather, and then we have the wings. So it ties in with the clairaudient energy and the energy of channeling spirit. Now we have the rabbit energy, which is an abundance. It's fertility. It's the potential to grow, to develop. It's also it has pentacle energies for me, rabbit. So it ties in with the Ten of Pentacles that we keep seeing, that this is something where you can make a lot of money from, right? Generational wealth, if you choose to embark on this path to tap into doing energy healing, right? The chakra is the throat chakra. And again, it ties in with the air energy. So speaking and sharing divine guidance with others. So we have the Queen of Air, and it says, I decide to be focused and realistic, activating the astuteness, right? So it's like being to the point. It's all about just really being knuckling down and focusing on your skills, your gifts, developing it, and again, sharing it, being of service. You're meant to just focus on you, your skills, your gifts. And if you choose to start a business where you're actually being paid to do this, you're going to have clients lining up with the Three of Pentacles. You have nothing to worry about. But the key thing here is to work on you first. Try to feel complete and whole, right? Within you, finding out why you feel like something is missing, right? Heal that, and then you'll be able to work alongside with spirit to help to heal the collective. Whether you're going to do that through energy healing or channeling divine guidance and messages to the collective from spirit. It's all up to you. But it is saying that you need to be in the energy of it not being, right, hard work. Being in the energy of not feeling like weighed down and bogged down and pressurized to work with these gifts. It's meant to feel light, right? It's not meant to feel like hard work and a burden. So in doing that, it's about the self first, being light. And I mean, with air energy, it's light. So you have to be light within yourself in order to be there for, or to be of service to others. But spirit and you are working together to help heal the collective, because this is something that you came into this earth to do. You were born to do this. But again, with the lovers, there's always choice here. You have choice. Whether you remain as you are, or you embark on really making the effort to develop or commit yourself to this. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, press the notification bell. I'm also offering live Zoom readings. Information on that is in the description box below. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, option 3. For those of you who selected the third card, the Wolf Spirit, card number 67, here's your reading. So it says here, turn knowledge into wisdom. Now the wolf, we think of lone spirit, the loner, right? So you are in this energy where it's like seeking wisdom, self-discovery. It's like hermit mode. Someone that is a hermit who goes inwards, really try to tap in and connect on a solitary level with source and with the ancestors. It's giving me like shaman vibes, right? Shaman vibes, sage vibes, where you're very comfortable with your spirituality or practicing your spirituality on your own, right? But you do have your soul family, you have your tribe, and you connect with them when you are ready. But it's a balance between personal and more social public, right? So for now, with your spiritual gifts, it's more on a personal level, right? You're doing a lot of introspection, right? Development as well. Going off and developing your gifts, practicing your gifts, strengthening your gifts, right? That energy. So 67 reducing to 13, 13 reducing to 4, exactly. Personal development, personal power. So it's very much so using your gifts or developing your gifts at this time for the self. But let's see what happens, because it could be where you're meant to develop it to a point where you're going to be of service. Let's see where this is going to lead. Like being a teacher, I'm getting. This feels very much so like being a spiritual teacher with the wolf. It says turn knowledge into wisdom. So what you know and what you've experienced, right? Turning it into wisdom to share with others. Seeing the lessons from your experiences and sharing that with others. Okay, let's see your dominant spiritual gifts and how you're meant to use them. All right, it's at this time, because spiritual gifts, they fluctuate. Sometimes you develop a new one and you're meant to like kind of work on it to be strong in that gift before you can move on to the next. Have another card, please. Just get all 3. Okay. Hermit. Hermit just popped out. I just said it. Okay. Right. So, this was the first card. We have here the 9 of Wands. We have here the Hermit. And we have here Judgment. Very nice. So, personal, 100%. Practicing your spiritual gifts, right, on a personal level. This is how you're meant to be using it at this moment, at this time, right? Now, it doesn't mean that if you want to start a business or do this as a hobby where you're working with others, that you can't do it. It's just at this present time, Spirit is saying, put the focus on the self when it comes to your spiritual gifts. A lot of introspection work with the Hermit. It's actually, it feels like understanding your craft better, understanding your gift. We have the Wands energy, and that's all about the energy, working with energy. For some of you, this is quite interesting, is fighting against this gift, trying to understand it, and it's like, I don't know. I don't know if this is for me. I don't know if this is for me. But with Judgment, it's saying that it's only a matter of time before you start understanding and developing or working and using this gift fully. It's giving me, this is an energy of, look, it's like this person is in an hourglass shape and they're resting, right? They're waiting for this change. So it's also giving me walkabout, to go off and to develop your gifts. It's like walkabout. Vision quest. That's it. Vision quest. That's what this is giving me, the energy. There is that shamanic sage energy here. It's like it's like the shaman that's about to be birthed. Whether you are noticing this about yourself, trying to understand it, right? This is also giving me like even doing like meditating or connecting with the ancestors to understand past life ancestors as well, to understand this gift. Ancestors are passing down, sharing their wisdom with you, their gifts with you. This is giving me strong energy healing ability here. You have been fighting it off. It could be where you notice that you touch things, it moves, or you touch a light switch and it's not even metal, it's like plastic or whatever, and you get that static, right? That electric shock, right? You're very energetic. You touch people, boom, the electric shock. It's like energy really flows through you. You are a conductor. So very strong, again, connection to the ethereal realm and the ancestral realm. So I'm seeing here like tree of life, right? So it's giving me like that magician vibe, but again, sage shaman energy. But you're on the road to self-discovery. Again, vision quest, walkabout. It's like a rites of passage as well. That energy, initiation. Wow, very personal. I keep hearing introspection, introspection. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Some of you may be interested in Native American spirituality. I'm hearing Icelandic or Inuit. What else? Druid. Arcadian. Yeah. In a past life, you were connected to those people or tribes. Okay, what are you meant to do with it? You see, with this gift, where it's more on a personal level, this is something where you're going to be of service. It's on a whole nother level for you guys, because you're going to be doing it whether you're aware of it or not. Healing, like being of service. It's actually going to be like second nature, but I'm also hearing that being devoted to being a healer or a shaman or a sage, it's actually a way of life for you guys. It's not even where, okay, I'm going to start a business doing it, and it's beyond that. This is actually who you are, I'm hearing. Living in that way. And actually for you guys, it could even be where you're doing the work and not wanting payment for it. That's for a lot of you. A few of you, you're going to be starting a business with it, with sharing your gifts. But you are happy to be of service. You're fully devoted to this because it is just you. That's how you see it. This is giving me a slight private vibes though in the Nine of Wands. It's like you have to be found. You're off in like the woods somewhere or cave. It's that energy where people know of you, right? Or it's like you are protected by your community, by your tribe. And if someone needs help, it's like they can't just go up to you. It's like one of your tribes people, a tribes member, has to relay the message to you. It's like you are sacred. It's that energy, like you are sacred. Wow. Okay, let's clarify the Nine of Wands. Judgment twice. Judgment here. Judgment, the call. The call. So if some of you have been fighting this, now you're open to receiving it. You're open to really listen to what Spirit has to say about this calling or the ancestors. It's like, okay, I'm not going to fight anymore. Okay, I surrender. I realize it's not doing me any good. It's more hard work me fighting against this. I'm going to listen now. For some of you, it's needing a change and it's just finally here. Card just flew. Yeah, look at that. We got the sun. Beautiful. For the Hermit. It's like learning. Being incredibly enlightened. Oh my God. Look at this, guys. The Hermit and the sun. The Hermit carries the light. Right? The lamp. Seeking. And what happens? It's like this enormous light source is giving to them. This is spirit here. This represents spirit. Spirit says, here I am. Boom. What do you want to know about who you are and why you're here and what you're here to do? It's willing to surrender happily to the mission, to live in and be in that way, the way of the Hermit. Holy smokes. Truly being of service. Okay, may I have a clarifying card for the Judgment card? Okay, Two of Pentacles. So what it's calling for, okay, so this ties in with a few of you where you were wondering, okay, should I charge for my services? Or should I just, do this from the goodness of my heart, right? So some of you may be charging for your service, right? And others won't. Others, it's just you're being of service to God. Your abundance is going to come in the hereafter. That's how you're viewing it, right? My abundance will come in the hereafter. Spirit will provide what I need at this point. That's what this is saying with the Hermit and the Sun. Spirit has actually promised you, because you have devoted your life to this cause, this energy, this gift. And Spirit says, anything that you need, I will provide. You will not need for. But there's a bit of concerns over money, stability. But they're saying don't worry about it. If you do want to charge, you can. Because at the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Pentacles. Right? Again, being of service. Being of service. What you have in abundance, which is that whole divine sage energy, right? Shaman energy, connecting with the ancestors and source. You can either help those in need, or you can charge. It's like an even exchange of energy. What I have, the service, I can get a little donation or what have you, whatever you want to charge. Or you do it by being selfless. But Spirit is just saying, I will provide. Please do not worry. You will not need for. Wow. It's also tapping out of that ego energy, the energy of looking to be a multi-millionaire or multi-millionaire from doing this. You're not in that energy at all. It's just more so living comfortably and being able to be fulfilled with your life, not needing for it spirit, but spirits promised you that you will not struggle. So just remove that from your head, your mind, right? Don't manifest it. But with the judgment, the rebirth, it is saying this change, this new way of being, it will be balanced. Everything will fall into place. Holy smokes, guys. I'm seeing like a huge smile, like a father smiling at its child. Very proud. Very, very proud. Okay, may I have guidance, please? I'm using the My Healing Oracle cards. Oops, there you go. What do we have here? Card number 10, The Journey. How appropriate. Ties in with, again, Vision Quest and Walkabout. So we have here, hope you can see it, card number 10. That's the energy, the tonal energy. So 10 meaning new beginnings, fresh starts. And it's the introspection, or the question that you meant to ask yourself is how to regain power over my mind. Interesting. So we have here, I don't know if you can see clearly, but it is a person that is jumping from one puddle to the next, or one cloud to the next, and they have all this interesting pattern that is moving about. So this represents the person thinking, and it's like jumping from one idea to the next and then back, and then just all being all over the place. We have the feather, which is the air elemental, and the wings, which represents the mental body, right? That looks like a cat. So it's calling for you to use your intuition as well, tapping into your intuition. We have here the crown chakra. So that is receiving the guidance from spirit, right? Listening to the guidance that you are receiving, connecting with spirit during this period of introspection, right? On this journey, leaving the mental body and tapping more into the spiritual body, right? The spiritual body. This is also giving me hearing the messages. So clairaudient energy as well. Clairaudience. And I forgot to mention with the wolf, instincts. This animal has very powerful instincts. Can smell. I'm picking up smell. I don't know what they call it. Is it clairgustance or something like that? I hope I pronounced that properly. But this is being able to smell trouble. So this is where someone is able to use that, their senses, their sense of smell, to intuit what happens next. So you do have that clairgustance, I think that's what it's called. And the eyes here. It could be like your clairvoyance. It's not very potent, but it's there. You know, you get like bursts of visions. You would get bursts of visions. Wow, now I'm seeing it all, which is quite interesting. So you have the sense of smell with the clairgustance, clairvoyance with the eyes and the ears, clairaudience, and it ties in again with this air energy, like on the journey. So these could be gifts that you will be developing stronger on your journey, on your path. And of course, with the shaman has majority of the clairs, because the shaman connects again with the ethereal realms and other beings from other dimensions and galaxies, etc., and the ancestors, right? So it's that magician vibe, and that is the most powerful when it comes to gifts, because the magician has the full Monty, got everything, even can make medicine, right? So you're pretty much going to be developing these gifts as you go. if you haven't already developed them or have some sense of awareness of them, right? Now, it says the journey, and the message is, I learn from past experiences and make wise decisions. Exactly. And your question again, how to regain power over my mind. So you regain power over your mind from learning from the past. And it ties in here again with the hermit. With the hermit. Learning also to let things go. Right? Learning how to allow things to fall away from your life so that it will bring in the new. So it's a process, a beautiful process. Not fighting against change, but embracing it. And it's saying that it's a part of the journey. It's a part of that walk to discovery of self. But then once you discover who you are, it's being devoted to remain in that energy. But your spiritual gifts at this time is you're understanding it, and there's more to come. You're going to be developing more. This is an initiation as well. You're graduating, and you're going to be developing again another one, or mastering another one. This is also giving me the energy of, but it comes from the past, like past experiences. It could be past life experiences or past gifts or skills from your ancestors. Learning and developing those skills and gifts. Not overthinking it as well with coming out of the mind, but feeling it, allowing it to come in naturally, receiving the messages, listening to it, and then practicing it, because I do feel that they're communicating with you. But it's trusting it. What is your voice, your thought, and what is their messages, guidance. Wow. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, press the notification bell. I'm also offering live Zoom readings. Information on that is in the description box below. And I'll see you next time. Bye.
Open your